Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight and cheering me on. I, hey Louise, I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight. And you guys know me. My name is Michelle, and I am officially an ambassador with Q Sciences. And I'm going to be really transparent with you guys tonight that 2.5 weeks ago, I never even heard of them. And I need to give props to Natalie and Nick for having the courage to take a look at Q and for moving to Q. So let me just back up. I'm a mom of three. You guys know I have three beautiful kids. I have 13 years of network marketing experience, proud years in network marketing. I recently launched a coaching practice. I'm a habit and confidence coach, and talk about taking some massive leaps this year. I'm telling you right now, I encourage you guys to do those kind of things in your life, because I've not felt more energized and alive as I have these past few days, especially, but this past month has really been a lot of growing and growth for me. And I'm a former registered massage therapist. And like I said, I'm a proud ambassador with Q Sciences. A couple of weeks ago, I've never even heard of them. And I'm just going to share with you how I found them. So, quickly, just going to share that. Do I share my why, Nick? I share that now, right? Yeah, I'm going to share just really quickly about how and why and all that all happened. So I think it's an important story to hear. So I know Natalie and Nick from my previous company. I actually met Natalie when she was 5 days into that, like 4 or 5 days. We met at Pearson International Airport at the gate. We were boarding a plane to go to a conference. So I knew back then this girl's got guts. Number one, she's like going to a conference 5 days into signing up to start that business. And they're really smart. And I've always liked them. I've always felt connected to them. And a couple of weeks ago, I saw on social media that they had decided to leave that company, which kind of shocked me, but made me a little curious at first, because I'm like, they're really smart. What are they doing? Like, what is happening? And I almost unfollowed Natalie on social media, because her social media her stories about what was happening and where she was going were really intriguing me. And I had no intention of leaving and doing anything different. And I didn't want to be intrigued. But I'm just a curious person by nature. And I actually reached out to her finally and just said, okay, spam me. Like, what do you love? What do you love about the company? What do you love about the products? I didn't want to hop on a presentation. I didn't want to be sold to. And she was really great with how she delivered the information. And it just piqued my curiosity even more. So we're going to share with you about what I've learned and what I know and why I jumped in. So I know with confidence, like, you guys know me, you know how much I loved where I was coming from. You know, I wouldn't take this decision to do anything else very lightly. And it had to be the right company to do that with. So I recall, I was creeping some Q Science people on social media. I was just like searching what Q Science is. And you see a lot of posts about people having a partnership with corporate and, having that connection. And it's like a 50-50 partnership with corporate. And I thought it was like this, the hype that some companies do, and it wasn't really true. But I'll share with you in a bit how I have already witnessed and experienced that. So Q Shop. So we were an e-commerce business since February 1st. We've been in Canadian dollars. So lots of growth and change happening, because things are starting to pop and move. One thing that you're going to hear about, and really I was incredibly impressed by, and this kind of spoke to me, was that they have a financial freedom movement coming soon to Canada, where, guys, I'm telling you, I've never seen a company in this industry whose focus is on your finances first. There's no flashy cars. There's no flashy jewelry. They don't love that stuff. They want us to be financially sound. They want us to manage our money well. And I think that really speaks to me. As you know what, I have been someone who hasn't managed our money well. And I think I'll actually, I know Natalie and Nick have some really good stories about their situations and where they've come from. So we have a brand new product launch of Bliss coming soon. I've been trying to creep a little bit about that. So I love that this is all health and wellness based. That's my love language, taking care of people, creating healthy habits. And there's a brand new vertical launch, which I'm so new that I don't even know what that means. So, and this goes to show you guys, you don't need to know everything before you start. So let's go on to the next slide, because I love this slide. Okay, here's where I had made this is one of the reasons why I made some of my decision, and I'm going to, and I'd hate to compare, but I need to share my experience of where I've come from. I joined another company in 2010, and I joined just it was like starting to the excitement was starting to build for that company. And I saw the pop. I saw that, like, the big momentum. I saw the massive businesses that people built who were kind of joined just before that pop. And I feel like that's where Q Sciences is sitting right now, which is really exciting. So when I talk about like ground floor opportunity, it's ground floor opportunity. There's been slow progressive growth. And I love that X, that little plus sign about where we are right now. And I want you guys to see that the momentum and the fast growth is coming. I can feel it. It's kind of crazy. And I've only been like known of this company for a couple of weeks, but just recognizing the conversations that I'm having with people who are already in this industry, they see where they're struggling right now, and they see what's amazing about this company. So momentum is coming. We are in 27 countries. So lots of growth worldwide, which is amazing. So if you look at that, 1,700% growth since relaunching in 2018. So 27 countries and growing. And like, I've been around 2010, they said the right company, right time, all those things. I sense that more right now, especially knowing what I know and seeing what's happened in 13 years in the industry. Guys, right place, right time, incredible products. All right, the right mentors. So when we talk about having close proximity with people at home office, I didn't believe it, like I said, but I got to meet these amazing men already. And I've only been in Q for not even a week, 5 days, 6 days. So you have our CEO and founder, Mark Wilson. So for anybody who are football fans, I actually have a former massage client who he went to Google Q Sciences and then sent me the football card that he has from Mark. And he's mad that I got to sit at a boardroom table with him and didn't get his autograph. I'm not a football person, so I didn't know the importance of it, but he's won 2 Super Bowls and he started Q Sciences. I got to hear him tell his story of how he started it. Is he finished football, he retired, he got into real estate development, and then he wanted to create and start another business. And health and wellness has always been important to him. And he knew that that was the kind of industry he would want to be in. Let's bring in Jake Spencer, the gentleman in the middle, the president of Q Sciences. He comes from the world of network marketing, which I think is really important for any of you on here who are in the industry. How important it is to have somebody who's like making decisions for the company to know what it's like to be in the field building. My past experience is we had people who knew how to like look at numbers and keep track of books and all of those things, but didn't really get what it took for us to build and what we needed. And I think having Jake in this business, helping build this business, is a really big deal. I got to meet Jim on a Zoom call, my first official Zoom call with Q, and just loved, like, all of these 3 men were an open book and full transparency. And we had the opportunity to ask any questions we needed to know about the company, about why they do things, why they don't do things, and the direction that they're going. And it's pretty exciting. So I'm going to introduce you guys to Natalie and Nick. They are an Executive Plus ambassador with Q. So they are parents to those 2 beautiful girls. They have 6 years of network marketing experience, 7-figure business builders, and they are former traditional business owners. So they're going to take you through most of the presentation. I will stop in and talk a few times. So let's take it on.
Yay, amazing. Thank you, Michelle. And thank you guys for coming on, because it's so important, stepping into something new, and it's nerve-wracking, and all of the emotions like run through you. I know exactly what Michelle is feeling because we were there 30 days ago. And it's just so nice to have friends and family that jump on, whether you have no intention of doing anything with Q Sciences, or maybe you just kind of curious about the products, or maybe the business will pique your interest.
Or you're just wondering why.
Yeah.
What caused this change?
Thank you for coming on. So I'm Nat.
I do just want to jump back really quick. I'm Nick.
Okay,
sorry,
good.
We got a thing here. So we are missing one gentleman on here, Mr. Brandon Stevens, who, Michelle, you did get a chance to meet as well. But I always like to bring him up because he is 128 levels above us but working with us hand in hand as if we are as if we were personally sponsored by him.
He'll be here at the end of the month to host an in-person meeting. So
you'd get why I was bringing that up.
So if you do want to meet him, and Jim will be here as well, by all means. So
and I'm going live with him on Friday on social media.
Amazing. Like 99% of the company is underneath him, and he's like, sure, I'll do a live with you. And
you would be 130 levels below him.
Yeah, so interesting.
Right?
So cool.
Yeah.
So that's the proximity. All right, let's
go back to I'm Natalie.
Oh, I'm Natalie.
I'm Nick.
Okay, great. So let's go back to the products here for a couple minutes, because the products are really, really amazing. And Michelle and I actually got to sit at a boardroom table with Ann Billings, and she is like the resident nerd, she calls herself, and she talks about why she formulated these the way she did, what the thought process went into, making certain things. We got tough with her about the collagen a little bit, right? That's a really, type product in the market right now, and we wanted to know what makes this so different, and she delivered. And I'm not going to get into the details here, but I want you guys to know there is a broad spectrum of products here, and we're going to touch on a few of them. Things like your terpenes, your collagens, your vitamin sprays.
I think you say terpenes, but nobody knows what they are yet.
I know, because I'm just learning, and it's so fun to share. So this is who they call the gatekeeper. This is Dr. Stephen Kimberly. He's the Chief Scientific Officer, right? He's a board certified internal medicine doctor, naturopath, and he's actually the former senior editor of WebMD. So if you ever Dr. Googled yourself, he is going to be the keyboard warrior on the other side. He did that for about 15 years.
Yeah. So he's got firsthand knowledge of what ailments everybody is Googling and how to be able to. Well, you said it last night. I can't remember the word you said.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, to stop it before it starts.
Preventative care.
Thank you.
Quintessential standard. So creating science-based cutting-edge products, we've all heard about that before, right? But science is ever evolving, and they are ever evolving the products based on science. So I think that's extremely important to understand. Products meet set market trends, so they're on point, but they also meet all safety and efficacy standards that we need. So upholding those quality assurance standards.
Well, our standards are like an 8.5 sheet of paper. It's quite
detailed. So it's pretty incredible. So this is the number one selling product here at Q Sciences. Q stands for quintessential. So your Q core. So these are amazing little vitamin packs you rip apart. There's an AM and there's a PM. This is all about simplicity, health, and I think being able to manage habits that are achievable in your day. And it all starts with the Q core.
It's not, you don't have to constantly worry about it. And it comes with a cool little quote on every one.
It does. So in this bag, you have 30 packs. In those packs, you have 4 different vitamins. The first is your Q Max. So this is your daily micronutrient essentials. So this is your full spectrum multivitamin. You also have your Q Align. So think joint inflammation, aches and pains. Anne actually gave Michelle and I the recommendation, have an extra bottle of that in your purse. You can buy them by the bottle too, and take a couple before you get on the airplane to help with stiffness. I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. The Q Biotics, so digestive support. And then your Q Digest, which is also all of your enzymes, pro and prebiotic, and also helps your body process food sensitivities a little bit better. So I gave this example last night on a call, and I actually get gluten hives under my armpits. So maybe that's too much info, but I get all these hives, and because I'm too stubborn and I just eat all the gluten anyways.
You're not stubborn, you're Italian.
I'm Italian and I eat all the gluten anyways. The Q Core has drastically reduced the rashes under my armpits. This also helps with cognitive function, sleep, and are the dogs inside?
I think so, yeah.
Or dogs are outside. Sleep and alertness during the day. So this is an amazing product. So if you take anything away from tonight, it's to order this product from Michelle and get your hands on it, because after the 30 days, you will be hooked. You'll be hooked after just a few days. All right, I'm going to chat about the terpenes really quick. Terpenes are a complete next generation technology. So I want you to think, move over CBD and hemp, enter a terpene. So a terpene is a compound found in the plant.
Essentially.
The essential. See, I have posted to you guys 30 days. We are learning. Anybody can do this.
We literally just got through our first pack of Q Core.
Yeah. So it is the bioactive compound from plants. So things that make lavender smell the way they do, things that make lavender taste the way it does, all of those things. So what Q Sciences has done, they've actually been able to withdraw the terpene, leaving all the essential oil components out of it, and add it to elixir that you can actually put under your tongue. So the slumber, the comfort, the create, and the chill.
Slumber and comfort are my favorite.
Nick's favorite.
I take them every night.
Slumber for deep, restful sleep that helps you stay asleep. We have a sleep spray to help you get to sleep, but the slumber is going to keep you there. The comfort terpene for aches, pains, joint. The create, lightning in a bottle, turn that brain on, cognitive function. I take it before I teach Zumba, and man, oh man, my poor classes, I think they think I'm nuts. And then the chill, stress, anxiety, maybe some social components that have really, played a factor for you over the past few years, after what we've come out with it, after what we've been coming out of in society, this has helped so many people be able to breathe, I think, and manage through some really stressful emotions.
This has actually been an enjoyable March break because of
the chill
terpenes.
Yes, it's amazing. So the terpenes are safe for cross-border, unlike CBD or hemp, and we are the first to market these. All righty. So Michelle quickly mentioned 6 pillars. And do you want to chat on these really quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the owners are taking a look at what's going on in the economy right now, what's going on around the world, and realizing that not everybody puts as much of a focus on their personal health and personal well-being and that sort of thing.
Or maybe it's not a financial
it's necessity
at the moment.
Yeah. So what they've decided to do is actually start these 6 new pillars. So we've started with Q Home Refresh, which is home cleaner. So this is laundry detergent and spray cleaner, but they come in sheets. So you actually get 36 loads of laundry in one standard envelope. And the pricing is they're trying to keep
$25.
it. Yeah.
I looked at the grocery store the other day, and it's completely on point with the other sleeve ones that were there. Yeah.
So next they're going to come out with Bath and Body personal care stuff. So you're looking at your shampoos, your conditioners, your moisturizers, Bath and Body, everything. Yeah. Well, I'm a guy. I got to explain what Bath and Body means. No, candles and aromatics, pantry. So protein pancakes, trail mix, protein bars, that kind of stuff. Pet health, so pet foods, pet treats. I think they'll probably have cute pet bowls and everything else. But what they're doing is bringing out all these pillars and making them affordable so that we can continue building our business and helping people while people are shopping their day-to-day essentials.
So what Jake, the owner, actually shared on a call the other day was the price point, the average price point of a product that people want to be spending on is between $30 and $40. Right. And so with a lot of these pillars, they'll be able to target that price point within each category, which I think is brilliant. All right. We're going to chat a little bit about the business now. You heard a little bit about the products. You have a little background about the company. The business side and the compensation plan is where things get really, really, really interesting. Is there a timeline on launching these pillars here in Canada?
So here's the crazy thing. They would not launch Refresh until the Canadian Health Canada passed them. So Health Canada was the first one to pass the surface cleaner as an antibacterial spray. So we do have pillar 1 here, and then there are going to be more
2 years.
2 years, but there's a bunch of products coming in June.
Yeah, there's about 70 products, I think, that Jake said that's going to be launching throughout the next year. That's a lot of products. So,
and the one product that is coming very shortly to Canada is Bliss, which is the absolute, it's a complete replacement for CBD and hemp.
Yes. All right. So a little bit about the business. So I really want you guys to pay attention to what makes this so different for you. If you are maybe experienced from another company, familiar with network marketing, I want you to really, really keep an ear open because there's some really heavy hitting points here that are very, very different. And this is what really intrigued us, because a little bit about, our story and our decision to jump into Q Sciences is we actually felt like we were done in the industry. We actually felt like it was our time to pack it in and say our time is finished. It was a wonderful chapter, but no more. And
we were?
I was.
Oh, this is news to me.
And I feel like this really rejuvenated my thought process, understanding that there were such different companies out there, especially Q. So we have 2 ways that you enroll as an ambassador, a $55 option or a $140 option. Here's the difference. You get both the ARC app in both options, which is, like you see on the left, your business resource center in the palm of your hand. It has your resources, your videos, you can see your numbers, your orders, things like that. You also get access to the MyQFit app, which Michelle's going to talk about in just a second. You also get your e-commerce site, which is that link you share that you want to be able to post in your stories that people tap and shop from. But with the premium, you get free shipping all year, once a month on a subscription order for yourself. Now, it ends tonight, but up until today, you can register for the $55 and you get the perk of the $140. That ends March 15th. That's today. We've been running that for a month.
The amazing thing is, just to give you an idea of connection to head office, that was opened up specifically for our team and anybody that joined under our team, right? So that's huge. What other company have you been to that has said, you know what, we're going to run something just for you guys?
So we really needed something that was simple with onboarding and training. We needed something that we could plug into. We needed to know there was a system. We had many calls before we joined about understanding, is there a system to help us do this? And yes, there is. We earn before we learn in this industry, and all of the tools were given to us. We didn't have to create this slideshow.
We don't have to go to QU.
No, go ahead, Michelle. We'll let you talk about this because I know this really, really excites you.
Okay, so I've been playing around with the MyQFit app, and every time I go in, I feel like I'm learning something new. So what I love is, you guys know I'm a group fitness instructor. I love fitness. I love helping people make healthy habits, create healthy choices. But I also know that there's a world out there that has so much information, and things can be very overwhelming and confusing for people. And a confused mind just shuts down typically. So what is great is that you have a variety of workouts. You can specifically choose to choose home workouts, or you can choose gym workouts. You can do workouts with weights, and you can do HIIT workouts. There's lots of different options. There's lots of instructional videos of how to do the moves and how to do the workouts. There's a specialized meal method, nutrition system, accountability, and personal coaching. So you guys can read that. I just want to share what I've experienced. So when Nat was telling me, we're sitting on a plane, and she's kind of telling me like, oh, you can actually connect with the trainers and the nutritionists, and they respond back to you. And again, the idea sounds great. Not that I didn't think it was true. It's just, maybe it wasn't to the same depth of what I actually experienced. It was shocked with what I experienced. So I literally have a trainer messaging me back when I ask questions from the app. As I was playing around with the app, he put meals in the program for me. So I've never seen anything like this. So when it opens up, I have my meals for the day. I can go and swap a meal if I don't want to have that meal that they suggest. It gives me a recipe for the meal. There's even a video of how to make the meal. It's kind of amazing. So I just feel like there are simple things. I'm the Laughable Habits girl. Got a lot of you guys to hear me talk about habits and wanting to keep things so simple they're laughable. Guys, it's so simple, it's laughable. It's in the palm of your hand. You can include habits on there like reading before bed, going for a walk, drinking the water, whatever it is. You can add habits to it, and it can help keep you on track and keep you focused. And it's all in the palm of your hand. So what I love, like this, I really believe is a resource that people alone would pay hundreds of dollars a month for. And what for our customers, it's them going on a subscription. It could be them buying a $27.50 sleep spray, and they get access to the app. To me, that I don't understand how they can create such great value for such a little cost on the customer side, but I love that they're giving them that value. So I'm really pumped about it, especially coming from somewhere where we had a nutrition program, and we would die for something like this. And the amount of material that we had to create for customers that just wasn't simple, right? And how it's all right here in the palm of our hand. So from a business standpoint, the business is done for you. The coaching is done by certified people. We can just say to our customers and our other ambassadors is that there's so much value here in the palm of your hand. You want to improve your healthy eating. You want to get your body moving. It's all right there for you. So super impressed with this app.
Super jealous that you get to work with Kimball.
Kimball is the job.
I do.
There's about 12 different ones. I have someone different.
Yeah, but Kimball's the person who designed the entire app.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. They're married, that couple there, Kimball and Stacy.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about the compensation plan in some detail here. There's 6 ways to earn. And what I encourage you to do is, it's a lot of numbers and it is simple, but it takes a little bit to wrap your brain around. So absorb what you can, and then go and ask Michelle these questions afterwards of what you need clarity on. We can always have another call where it's just us jumping on with Michelle and talking it through. So keep that in mind. So don't walk away confused and go, I didn't get it, because that's always me. And then Nick always has to explain everything to me. Okay, customer commission, customer ranks, team sales ranks, one-time rank bonuses, and then we'll talk about the FFM. So I think I got this page, and then you do the rest.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. This is a simple, generous, scalable, sustainable compensation plan. It is 1 page. You don't have to like take out a doctorate in compensation plans to understand it. There's not 20 pages here. It's 1 page. We have 5 boxes to earn from. The first top 3 boxes are all about selling product and not building a team. You want to come into Q Sciences, you want to love the product, you want to share it with others, and you want to earn and build through the ranks and earn some bonuses with product. Let's say you sell between 100 and 500 points of product. So each product has a point value. That Q core has a 100-point value attached. We call it CV. You sell 3 bags of Q core. That's 300 CV. You'd earn 13% on that. You would then look at box 2 and go, oh, I'm a builder rank. That's 300 volume I just did. That's $66. Then you look across and you go, oh, I reached my first bonus of 231. All right. That is how you work through those first 3 boxes. If you sold 2,000 in volume of product, which is very doable, that's 39% commission. So that commission goes up the more you sell in your CV. So that's pretty neat. Do you want to touch on anything there before I go to the next?
Yeah, so it's important to remember that, or to note, the commission box that you see down the side, that's not an average income. That is the base salary that you get when you hit those ranks. Mm-hmm. So they've really simplified the system and made it so that you can actually count on exactly what your pay is going to be month over month when you're hitting those numbers. Right. So instead of it being an average of $500 to $2,500 a month when you hit this level, no, when you hit executive, you get $330 put into your bank account, and it's paid weekly as well.
Weekly, yes. So let's talk about the bottom 2 boxes for a moment, because this is the team building side. This is the side that we're most interested in, because we love showing others how to do this as well. Let's say you bring in 2 personally enrolled ambassadors, and you and your team have a volume of 300, that's $66, and a bonus of 231. If you look down where it says 22222, you'll notice you only ever need 2 personally enrolled ambassadors to unlock this compensation plan. Not 2 a month, not 2 a week. There's no hustling to recruit consistently, to earn a bonus, to sign people up. It's only ever 2. The power of this compensation plan is replicating that process with the next person. So Michelle came in. We found 2 people, Sally and Michelle came in. We're helping Michelle find her 2 people. She'll help her 2 people find their 2 people. And then we add some customers in on the side as well.
And sorry, I'm going to interrupt for a second. It's so important. I know Michelle touched on it in the beginning that timing is very, very important for the company, but timing is also very important for when you're joining somebody. Right. So your proximity to Michelle is going to mean that you get to essentially, it sounds weird to say it, but you essentially get to reap the benefits off of 33% of her efforts. Right. The closer you are to her, because once she hits her 2, guess where those new ambassadors go when she enrolls more people?
Because she's not stopping at 2.
It's got to go down. Right. So you have people from way above us placing people under you, right down through to Michelle, to you're going to be placing people as well. So the closer proximity and the faster you jump on this and get involved and work with Michelle, the closer the proximity is going to be to Michelle, going to be to Natalie and I, going to be to us being able to place people underneath you to help you grow your team as well.
You earn infinitely deep in this compensation plan. So at no point do you ever not earn volume off of the people that are funneled down into your success line. So let's say you sell those 3 Q core, like I said, that's 300 CV, that's $39, you get a sales rank of 66, you get your bonus. That's $336 if you have 3 people that are going to enjoy that Q Corp. That's a great first time paycheck for someone, helping someone enjoy the Q Corp. And it's awesome. Let's say you bring in 2 new ambassadors. All right. And they each order 150 points of product. So that's like a Q Core and maybe a collagen. So you'd hit the sales rank of builder at $66, and you would also get your bonus of $231 if you did just that. So that's $297.
Go back to the thing really quick.
Yeah.
So with this, you do get to earn off of the customer side and the team side, or just the customer side, or just the team side. Yeah. You can decide, right? So that would actually equal with between the customer side and the team side, you'd be at $402
in your first paycheck if you did the 2 and 3 system. All right, financial freedom movement. This makes me so happy. And I'll share a little story about this. So every single ambassador who enrolls and joins Q Sciences, one, you get your QFit app, which is amazing. You also get access to a financial advisor. So Q Sciences is really big on financial literacy. They want us to be able to be wise, smart, and effective with our earnings. So we're setting up our family, ourselves for success moving forward. They understand there are ebbs and flows in business. Some months may be amazing, other months may not. So those months that are amazing, they want to make sure that we're being very wise and we're putting the money where it makes most sense to have that happy home life, because we know that money is a stressor, right? So everyone gets access to that financial advisor. Now, what they've also done is they've created the financial freedom movement. So once you hit level 3 on that compensation plan, like it's not high up, they're going to start to pay down a debt of your choice. So let's pick your mortgage. They're going to give you $100 and it's going to go to your debt of choice. In the US, it's paid directly to the debt of choice. In Canada, right now, the way that the cross-border banking works, it does come into your commissions and they trust that you're going to put it down into the debt of your choice. And hopefully soon that actually does get applied directly to your debt. If you do not have a debt, then it can go right into a savings plan, retirement, education. How brilliant is this? We came from a car program, and I'm going to paint you a picture here. March 2020, we earn a car. April 2020, we purchase set car. The payment is $999 a month. We lease our vehicle. Well, guess what happened in May of 2020? Our mortgage was up for renewal. Guess what the mortgage company didn't like? The $1,000 car payment that was on us. They didn't care where the money was coming from. Guess who had to renew their mortgage with a B lender? The Witticks. Guess who had to pay B lender interest rates? The Witticks. That financially really impacted us in a negative way for the past 3 years. And I'm not saying this is why we sold our home, but we sold our home in November. We have been with a B lender for that many years because we had that vehicle, and we had no idea. We were not set up for success financially, understanding the implications of what that car program was going to do to us. And it had a massive rollout of events just from that one thing. That really, we learned a lot. This is so brilliant. And I am so impressed to see a company making a stand so different than the rest of the industry to help people understand money in a way that we become 6-figure, not income earners, bank account. What's
savers?
Savers. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I can't even say it. Instead of 6-figure earners, there's a huge difference. Notice how I said at the beginning on that slide, 7-figure business builders. It did not say 7-figure business earners. There's a very big difference. All right. We're going to wrap this up here. Culture here is very different. It is depicted from the compensation plan. This is a business ownership. This is not MLM leadership. This is very professional business community that is giving us the education and the knowledge to build a business that is extremely impactful in a business way. So there's an equity and an advisory council from the field that are giving a voice to corporate from us, a compensation plan that rewards the correct behavior. And their 5 Fs. I'll let you touch on that.
Yeah, so their 5 Fs are faith, family, friends, fitness, and finance. And it's not necessarily faith in a religious belief, but just faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, faith in your team, and faith in what you can get accomplished.
Right.
Family is huge for them. So they flew me out to conference. Before I even joined, I got yelled at by Jake because I told him it was my daughter's birthday party on the day that I was sitting down for lunch with them, until I made him realize that my daughter gave me permission to be there. Friends, focusing on your friendships both in the industry and out of the industry. Fitness, obviously, we've got the QFit app. That's clearly going to be something very big. And then finances, they've got the financial freedom movement. Like they live and breathe those 5 F's every single day.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a couple of thoughts. One, this is very smart business in our opinion. We've done a lot of business over a lot of years. This is a consumable product, an extremely competitive, brilliant compensation plan. Unsaturated market. There are tax benefits, of course, we all know that. And the best time to join is during global expansion with it, which is happening right now.
We're at 60 countries in the next
couple years.
Yeah.
60 countries, you guys, that you can build your business in. You're not limited to where you live. So Michelle has dropped 2 links in the chat. One is shopmyqsciences.com with the first link is for preferred client shopping. The second link is to join her in the business at the $55. That ends tonight at midnight.
I'll tell you which one I think they should click.
Okay, we know. But I do want you guys to walk away and ask her some more questions, because it's one, going to help her learn. She just told you she's been in for like 5 days. The only way we learn is by getting asked questions. But I truly want to encourage you, if you have even just like a 1% inkling, go with that gut. Talk to her more. We can jump on a 3-way chat and have like just a nice heartfelt back and forth. You can really pick our brains and Michelle's, but we'd really love to do that. And we'd love to see you on a call starting your business as well. So Michelle, we'll push it back to you. You can wrap it up, but thank you everybody for coming on.
Amazing. I'm just going to go off. This is last slide. Can we see everybody's faces or at least stop the screen share? Awesome. All right. I just wanted to thank everybody for being here. Can I just tell you, it's been a long time since we've had 14 people show up on a call. And I think part of it is because they're probably wondering how crazy I am to do what I did. But I think you sensed my excitement. And I really believe that I think you all know me well enough that I wouldn't walk away from what I had. I'm like literally walking away from an established team and an established paycheck. I wouldn't do that if it wasn't something spectacular. So here's what I want you to think about. If you catch yourself during the day thinking things like, I wish I had more energy. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more money. I wish I could pay that bill. I wish I could enroll my kids in those programs. I wish I could sleep better. I wish I felt better. Right? If I wish I knew how to eat better, I wish I knew what kind of workout to do. If there's any wishing in there, I want you to know that there are so many of the answers within Q that can kind of like solve those problems, right? And make those wishes happen. You can stop wishing and really just create some great habits and some great opportunities and some great health and some great relationships and all those things in your life. So I'm grateful to you, Natalie and Nick, for having the courage. I had courage to take a leap, but you guys had bigger courage because you went first. Honestly, like you didn't have somebody go and then you watched, like you guys sought out something and you took that leap. So grateful for that. And grateful for all of you who are on. So what did Natalie say about questions? Are we staying on for questions? I'm telling you right now.
Amanda has some, so we're going to stay on. So if anyone else does need to go, then that's fine.